Here we go, guys. We're live. I don't know why I'm singing. Maybe it's Christmas time, and it's like that scene from Elf. I'm just singing, and this is Second String Sports Talk, and I'm gonna get the theme song. How you doing, Brian? What's up?
It's been a good week. Bears won, Packers lost.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah. Game about our lovely Green Bay Cheeseheads, and I obviously you probably watched the game. It wasn't a great week. See the Bears win, Panthers lose to like basically lock up the number 1 draft pick. I mean, technically they could win 2 games, and then the Patriots could lose the rest of their games, I guess. But
yeah, but it was good. It was
weird times.
It is interesting times, seeing the Patriots being like a low tier team. In recent years it's pretty normal, but thinking of our childhood, and we'll talk a little bit about trivia from our childhood sports fandom. For those of you who were born,
that is correct.
Late 80s to early 90s, mid 90s, we're going to go over some trivia for Johnny, and that'll be hosted by our friend Archie. Do you want to intro Archie?
Yeah, I just want to say I noticed your shirt just now. Can I show you? Yeah, you got to represent Ken Bone.
Ken Bone, friend of the pod.
The Bone.
Former guest.
He'll be on again, maybe. We'll see. But yeah, I'm Johnny Barks. I'm your host, and next to me is Bryan 2 Sports. It's not Bryan 2 anymore. It's Bryan 2 Sports.
Bryan 2 Sports. At Bryan 2 Sports.
At Bryan 2 Sports. Give him a follow on Twitter. Give him a follow on Twitter. Good buddy of mine, good friend of the show. And he actually co-hosts the show. You're not just a friend of the show.
I'm a friend and a co-host.
I mean, it's a Johnny Barks show, and so you're a friend of Johnny Barks.
Yes.
Anyways, another third. Technically, I would say they are a co-host. We have our friend Archie joining us. Giants fan. I don't think they're Italian. I'd have to ask. I didn't ask their ethnicity. But Archie, everyone.
Oh, the cutlets. The cutlets.
All right, let's get this.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, man. Thank you for joining the show. Very happy this week, I'm sure. So I'm curious. First off, I just wanted to ask: Are you kind of sad about? Are you sad about like kind of the tank aspect of it? Like you're kind of losing that high draft pick and a potential like Drake May or someone like that, or are you just all hyped up for Tommy Cutlets there?
I would say if he can be the person, or if Jones can come back and be the person, then having the higher pick, not to say it doesn't matter, but it's like if the goal was to use it to find a quarterback, but we're winning games because we found the quarterback, then I don't see necessarily. I mean, I would love to not have $40 million on an injured person right now, but I'll take the wins. I think I'll take the funness of it because it's been great, especially like I didn't believe the hype last year to then come into this year and be like, actually, I do believe the hype, and it's like, oh, this year's terrible.
It's such a contrast. Like it feels like you guys are more excited this year than last year when you actually beat the Vikings in the playoffs. But I mean, hey, you take what you can get, right? And you gotta suck up and all that hype. That sounded not right. I just realized I left my phone in the other room. But we are going to do an underdog draft later, so that'll be a kind of fun new thing we try, the three of us. But yeah, interesting week here, Brian. How about those Bears, man?
Yeah, I mean it's awesome, and the Bears I would almost compare to the Broncos in that. Both the Bears and the Broncos kind of started out in the same old, and then just things started clicking. And the hype is real for both of those teams. And I almost wish that we had a coaching consistency like Sean Payton. You could tell I'm catering to our Broncos audience. That's good for But I do enjoy winning our first, 2 games in a row since I think it was like 2020 or something like that.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's been a while since we won 2 games in a row, and it's kind of sad. But hey,
you take what you get.
Yeah, it's just been a good week for Chicago with the Packers losing and the Bears winning, and Jalen Johnson now having the highest Pro Football Focus grade.
PFF only matters when it's your team, when they say your team's doing well. Otherwise, no one cares.
Of course. But I'm going to take it. I mean, he's got a good grade for his position, and yeah, I'm going to take it.
Jalen Marcus, Johnson. Bear down. That's a good question. Purdy MVP. I think he's got to be up in the conversation. It was Tom. I think he made a good point. I mean, Purdy and CMC both in the conversation for MVP on the same team. Has that like ever happened? Maybe I can't think of it in recent memory, but maybe.
Yeah,
like
and it's a
Emmitt
unique
Smith and the
situation.
Cowboys, like Emmitt Smith and Troy Aikman, maybe one year. I don't know, but
yeah,
it's a very cool. I mean, they just have so much talent. I think Purdy's balling out for sure. If they didn't have that like 3-game skid, I think he'd be the favorite. But the way Dak Prescott's been playing, I think he's the favorite, and he is the betting favorite right now. So
right. And I actually agree
Tyreek
with
Hill
Ron.
too. That's a
I had this thought the other day, and I tweeted out with the Dolphins having, how Tua played without Tyreek, and seeing how much of an impact he has on the game. It's like in how like record setting, things are happening. You almost to consider, Tyreek as an MVP candidate.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't get to watch the Dolphins game because it was like kind of during the Packers game. I meant to watch back and watch more of the film. But yeah, like their offense, I know just like went downhill as soon as Tyreek got injured. So that's not that Tua, isn't good and Waddle isn't good, but like Tyreek is just like transcendent on a different level. I really wish he would have been able to get to it. I mean, I guess he still has a chance, but it seems like with that injury, it's going to slow him down to the 2,000-yard mark. But I mean, what a great team to watch! Like,
right,
incredibly exciting football.
You could have 300 against the Jets.
Is this the least
MVP
race?
Yeah, I mean, usually there's like a consensus. I mean, I guess Dak's the closest to a consensus, but usually there's like the one everyone knows about. Like it's been like last year was almost in a similar sense, but Patrick Mahomes was playing a lot better without Tyreek Hill. So I think it was kind of a shoe-in. And then the last 2 years, Aaron Rodgers was playing out of his mind, and even then, I think there was other competition like Tom Brady was playing really well that first year that Aaron Rodgers won MVP. But yeah, there's definitely like no one really. It's like it's debated now. Like people care because no one cares. So it became like an anomaly in itself. Like there's not a clear favorite, so like people actually are kind of more. It's interesting. But yeah.
Right. Well, Brock is definitely the favorite. Vegas has Lamar as number 3, and I think Lamar is going to win it. In true like just failing fashion, I think Dak's going to sort of go downhill hill near the end of this year, and Lamar's just going to be more consistent. I think Lamar is actually, if Brock Purdy doesn't win it, I think Lamar wins it, but I do think Brock Purdy's going to win it. But yeah, I think it'd be cool to have a wide receiver or running back that win it.
I think any non-quarterback is. I think it's almost not fair to give it to a quarterback this year, just because there hasn't been that one. Like it'd almost be like a co-MVP situation. I give it to Purdy and Dak right now. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like if multiple quarterbacks, if it's a toss-up between multiple quarterbacks, that means no one's specifically unique. But if you can sit here and count one other skill position player as uniquely better, then that one deserves it.
Yes.
But that's not how it's going to work.
I like how there's always like one confused person at least in every one of our shows. I helped Brandon with his with editing, and then he let me co-stream.
You can tell who the true fans are.
He's trying to get more. He's just trying to get more content on his That's Good Broncos channel. Yeah, you don't have to watch, guys. We appreciate you.
Yeah, true fans know who Johnny Barks is. Compared.
I mean, I get kind of like. My ego gets a little boosted, and I assume, if you watch them, you should know who I am. But like the vast majority of people don't. Like it's fine.
I'm gonna say it about you. You don't have to say it. I'll say it about you. True fans of Brandon Perna know who Johnny Barks is. But yes, we're trying to create more content for his channel, and so we're just sort of
last non-QB. Wasn't it Adrian Peterson? I forget. I knew this question. No, it was not. It was not Adrian Peterson. It was. God, I knew this and I just forgot it. It was like 2002 or something like that. 2000. It was Adrian Peterson, wasn't it?
I think it was. Wasn't it Co or no?
Let's Google it. NFL MVPs by year.
Yeah, I knew it. Yeah, I was because I'm trying to think of the one before that. It was like gosh, I can't remember. Appreciate you, Jetto, our loyal follower.
Jetto.
2013. Yeah. AP 2012, 2012. That was like his comeback player of the year too, wasn't it? That was crazy. That was insane.
AP.
Insane times. And man, he ran over the Packers every single. I mean, Bears and Packers fans will tell you firsthand. So
he'll beat you down.
But yeah, we have our voicemail. Let's go ahead and get to that.
Yeah, we have a voicemail. We have a couple actually. Nope, that was my mom.
Just one.
You want to put up? Do you want to? Oh, there's the number. If anybody wants to call, there's the number. Leave us a voicemail. I am Broso. Leave us some hate mail.
Allegedly, right? Is that still allegedly? I don't know.
Allegedly. Love Johnny.
Appreciate you, Bill.
Nice
It was
guy.
lovely. It was lovely meeting you in LA there. I saw a Giants fan in LA. I forgot to ask. I don't. What's going on there?
So here's the one voicemail we received so far.
Hey there, John Bark and Bryan. This is Aaron Rodgers, Big Toe fan, 69 here. So I'm in the playoffs, and 2 of my 3 leagues this year. I was just wondering, think Aaron Jones is playing this Sunday against Tampa Bay. I need him to play, or I'm going to lose this match. So, is he playing?
I don't think so. I think I think he might have even actually been limited, but I don't think they're going to push him to play. I mean, they would like him to play.
Yeah, we do have some options. We'll talk about running back good starts later with people that have. And I don't know how big your league is. Aaron Rodgers, Big Toe fan, frequent caller, longtime listener, and frequent caller.
Yeah, we love our frequent callers.
But that's awesome that you're in 2 of the 3 playoffs. I mean, when we're talking fantasy, that's if you can get in 1 out of 3, that's good odds. But 2 out of 3, that's good too.
No, that's pretty good. Yeah, absolutely. Especially with Aaron Jones. I mean, if you need him that bad, I mean, I'm sure you've had other people cover for him. I mean, he's been hurt a lot this year so far. I mean, right. I love Aaron Jones so much, but I was hoping he'd be a very good fantasy player, but he can never reach that top tier of running backs just staying healthy. But he's on the field when he is there, man, he's so good. But I guess it'd be John, because AJ Dillon also broke his thumb, so I don't know how he's gonna carry the ball with a broken thumb.
Yeah, me neither.
So was it Patrick Taylor might be the guy to get? He had 1 carry last week. I don't know. I would say wait to listen to our starts of the week.
Who is the?
We have some good. I think we both have good running backs this week. So we'll get to that in about 20 minutes.
But who is the guy that was just activated off the practice squad from Green Bay?
Jonathan Taylor? Or not Jonathan Taylor, Patrick Taylor.
It's worth a Google.
Kenyon Drake. That's right.
Kenyon Drake. Good old Kenyon Drake. Remember him?
He's still in the league, yeah. He's a Green Bay Packer right now. He is currently a Green Bay Packer.
Bizarre.
He's a good backup running back to get in Madden in the first couple of years. The guy, he's 74.
Yeah.
All right, let's get ahead and get into this lovely underdog draft. Oh, yeah. Well, I guess we'll do gambling first. Here, let me grab my phone real quick. Go ahead.
So this was kind of awesome. If anybody watched last week, we did pick'ems through our underdog sponsors. And as if anybody's a frequent Brandon Perna listener, you know that he struggles with the pick'ems. I, for one, don't, because I got mine last week. I made $200 off of my pick'em. I'm actually 2 of 6 with my my parlays in lifetime. I don't do many parlays. I send them to Johnny, and then I'll be like, this is what I want, but I'm not going to bet on this. Or sometimes I'll be like, yeah, put $10 on it. I'm 2 of 6 on the ones that I have put money on. And that was the one I won. I did all Thursday night one, and Johnny lost his. I think he got 2 of 4 or 3 of 4.
Yeah, I've been splitting mine evenly.
Yeah.
Lately.
But here's our ones for this week. If Johnny, want to pull those up? It's the next slide. Yeah. So
for tonight specifically.
Tonight. So why don't you walk us through? Well, I guess we'll ask Archie. Archie, which one of these do you think you could just sort of run through them? We have on the left side, we have Austin Eckler having more than 13 rushing attempts. We have Aiden O'Connell with 205 passing yards. We went higher than that, 204.5. And then Cameron Dicker, 6.5 kicking points. Devontae Adams, 6 receptions higher. You could see, I'm not going to repeat everything. But
he's just randomly picking hockey players. It's hilarious.
Out of these, I would probably Probably the left one, to be honest. Just because I know they're going to try their hardest to get that man his rushing attempts.
Right.
Or I guess they said they're gonna split it, but like they're gonna try and get him going.
And they're running on basically like fumes here without having Justin Herbert. So I think.
Did I say Kenyon Martin? Did I say Kenyon Drake? I thought I sworn I said.
Eloise says, I don't gamble.
Yeah, we don't have to gamble. Let's go ahead and move on. But we just like try to mark them here. So like if we get another one right, we can be like, hey, we told you.
Yeah, exactly. It's just to keep track. All right. Are we ready for this? We're gonna do a live underdog draft.
Give me 1 second. I need to.
Guess we'll have to share the screen. And I did get another voicemail, by the way.
Ooh.
Let's go ahead and play the voicemail then. Go ahead and play the voicemail.
Yeah, you pull that up while I'm playing the voicemail. And this is a question about next season.
Yes, question about next season regarding which team with currently either super injured rosters or injured starting quarterbacks do you think is either most different next year or more successful based on the decisions they might make? Bye.
That's a good question. So which team who's currently struggling with injuries and their team struggling?
I'd say Texans because, I mean, if you want to be, I feel like that's the obvious answer, but I mean, because you got Nico Collins got hurt, banged up. I think he got a concussion. I'm not sure. I didn't see the update on that, but obviously Tank Dell out for the year. CJ Stroud's going to be out this Sunday. Yeah, I think they have a lot of cap room. They did give up their first round. I think they still have someone else's first round, don't they? They have the Browns' first round again. So they still do have a first round pick. I think they make some aggressive moves. They show people that it's a fun place to play. I mean, you got a young rookie quarterback that now is the time to be aggressive when you're paying him that rookie salary. So
I'd say the Colts.
That's my answer.
Colts.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a really good one, Archie.
Another year in the offseason fully.
Yeah, I get that, but I also think the Colts would have played as well as they are. With I think Gardner Minshew stepped up. I'm going to say Vikings. I mean, I think that's a clear one.
That's probably a very good one. Yeah,
Justin
I would say
Jefferson,
the Jets with Rodgers.
I mean, that's an easy one. I don't know why we didn't think of that one.
All right, are we ready? The draft starts in.
I'm ready.
Sorry, I didn't let you answer, Brian. If you want to have your team real quick, I mean, you can just talk about what we draft, but
I don't know what we're talking about.
Who's your team that for the comeback team next year after injuries?
Oh no, I said Vikings.
Oh, you said Vikings. Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. I thought we were still talking about. Never mind.
Vikings, and then we should have said Jets. Is what we came to the conclusion that we should have said Jets and not any other team.
So who? Oh, you're picking number one. You're picking number one, Brian.
I am. Okay.
Oh snap!
This is for just this week, right? Correct?
Yeah, just this week. It's the main slate of games, I believe. So just the Sunday afternoon games, which is not very many actually this week because there's whatever. So you're on the clock. It's 30 seconds. You got 30 seconds to pick.
I mean, this is obvious, right?
Is it? Oh,
that's obvious, right? Like he's got the highest floor.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, CMC MVP. CD dealing with an injury. They're playing. Who are they playing? I'm running out of time. I guess I will pick. Yeah.
So we got CD Lamb, McCaffrey and Lamb off the board. Archie, who we got?
I like Dick. I don't know. I think the Chargers could. I think one of these teams will surprise people and score like a decent amount of points tonight. I put $10 on the over.
I think Dicker. Yeah, it's hard because I was like, if Dicker gets more than one field goal, I'm screwed. But that's my questionable pick.
And that's yeah.
I'm taking Taylor Swift's boyfriend.
Oh,
because I had Samuel before pick.
Hey, let's we don't want to get on a rant about tight ends in the NFL. I have a very strong opinion about that.
So I can't remember if this is two. I think this is two receivers. I'm actually going to do a hot take in here and take Ayuk over.
That's who I would have taken if it would have stayed.
What the hell? Ayuk.
Because AJ Brown's been very inconsistent lately. Tyreek Hill is banged up. I think Ayuk has been quietly very, very good just because Debo has been good too.
Yeah, but I mean, you got to pick AJ Brown over Ayuk, right?
And that's what I'm saying. That was why it was a hot take. That's why I was admitting it was a hot take. Like it was a little bit of a little spicy meatball.
Fair enough.
Is Pacheco going to be healthy again? He's not. Yeah, these are like 6 different teams. Oh, you got 7 seconds. Oh, no.
Hold on. Let's do.
Oh, you got Jalen Hurts.
Got the AJ Brown Hurts combo.
I'm going to wait for a quarterback, actually. I'll take Pollard, maybe. Maybe it's about his time. You think he's projected to get 12? No, 46. Wait, what? Okay, fine. I probably regret that, won't I? I should have just took Tyree. Is he practicing? He's not practicing either. This is why it's so hard. He was on third. I should have done.
I wonder how far Tyreek's going to drop, though.
I was just saying, do I take him here? I think
Interesting.
I might have to as like a free extra. I know he didn't practice, but like
I think they have a bounce back. Who the Chiefs play? Frick. I take Goff. I'm gonna take Kittle actually. Take your boy Kittle, Brian.
That's okay. Let's do. Oh, man, the Dolphins are so banged up. It's hard to pick one of them.
Dude, I know for real. I take Mostert, right? Mostert.
That's what I was gonna pick. And then I'm going to reach here. I'm reaching.
Who are you reaching for?
For my good buddy Sam Laporta.
You could have waited because we both took tight ends. I mean, I wasn't going to use that.
Yeah, I took one.
I'll take Mahomes. That's fine. I think he has a good bounce back game here.
It's hard to pay attention. I'm trying to figure out. My phone's on 5G, so it's like kind of delayed randomly here and there. So I'm jumping on my internet. And I didn't even realize that Archie picked a tight end. My fault. I forgot that you'd pick Kelsey at the beginning.
Yeah, probably was a bad choice, but whatever.
It's not. Who knows, man? Who knows anymore? Everything's random. Oh, this is me. I need another running back, don't I? Should I take it? I'm going to take Swift. He's not even on the injury report, right? So, yeah.
Yeah, not bad.
So, this is me. Is it just, how does this work? Is it just best ball or?
Yeah, it's best. I mean, it's just 1 week, so it'll just take.
Right.
Can you take multiple quarterbacks?
I don't remember, dude. We really screwed this. I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can. Sorry. Yeah, you can't take multiple quarterbacks.
This is a learning experience for us. This is a good advertisement for Underdog.
Yeah, it'll block out the positions if you don't need them.
Oh, okay.
Hey, don't pick another quarterback because since I kind of screwed up, we can all pick one more quarterback. Or can you? I think you can only pick 2, can't you?
No, it says I can pick a quarterback.
That's not fair. You can pick whatever. Do whatever. Okay, you pick Pacheco. I'm taking Josh Allen. I'll leave you to Purdy or Tua. Hell, you could take both of them since you got gypped out.
Well, I got Lamar earlier, so am I only needing one more, or for him? Or are we talking about for Johnny?
I'm saying you can take 2 if you want, since you didn't get. I'm just saying it would have been unfair for me or Brian to take 2 right there, since we didn't even think about taking 2 quarterbacks.
I got back-to-back pick. I'll take this one as the first. And I guess I'll take the MVP favorite. Or it should be tied between two.
Purdy's playing really well. I don't think it's just such a tough MVP race.
I feel like MVP is also like, or not what it should be, or what it should be is like it's the story of it. We saw them kind of go down, not be bad. So it's like, and then he fought back, and now he's back up to the thing. So it's like, he faced the adversity, and then he's finally like, no, we got this.
Yeah, it'll be. I don't know. They had the rough stretch. It's if they can stay hot, honestly, but I don't think anyone's touching him right now.
Yeah.
It's just as long as he doesn't break his elbow again in the playoffs. Oh, I went there.
I do like it.
Why is Diggs so low? I know he hasn't been playing great, but it's still Stephon Diggs. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
You got Amon-Ra right there. Rah. Oh, yeah. You've seen Bryan, don't you?
Probably going to take Zay Flowers, and to finish it up, maybe just for the memes, let's do this. Let me get my boy.
Quads.
Oh, that's me. I'll take my boy Montgomery, and then I'll leave you to it. Who'd you pick? You just take Amon-Ra?
No, I took Rachaad White. He was my reach. I wanted to wait. Now, Johnny, you took the obvious there. By the way, Patrick Mahomes' picture in Underdog.
What about it? What? Why is it wrong on yours?
Oh, it's like
screamed right into the mic. It's just
the mobile. It's just
Android on the Android app, I guess.
Yeah,
that's hilarious. All right, let's get into these starts for the weekend. Let's get you out of here, Bryan. Because
that's right. Because I have to go see Godzilla. Anybody seen Godzilla in the chat? I'm going to see it tonight. Very excited. Going to the Alamo Theater in St. Louis. If anybody
very good theater.
Remember
that is my main
the
theater.
Alamo.
Right on. And we don't have any more calls. So
last week I didn't do great. Whatever. It doesn't matter. It's all random. Okay, moving on.
And then we removed, by the way, this is a real quick caveat. I removed all of our kickers. So anytime we had Koo, McManus, or anybody before this, I removed them from the scoring. It didn't change the scoring, by the way.
It didn't change.
It was just, they were all like.
I didn't even notice. So good job. No, I'm like extremely mid. Look at that. I'm like.
Well, 5.5 is above average. 0 is average, is based on how we're scoring. So
yeah.
I have Will Levis. I got burned picking him in the past, so I'm trying to ignore that. And
you did. I think he had his worst game of his short career.
It was after his first week, so if you remember, he went off, and then I picked him, and then he did horrible. I think it was against the Colts, maybe. I'm focusing on the good and looking at what happened last week and the week before. Last week he threw 327 yards, and he's facing a Houston defense that gives up the fourth most fantasy points to quarterbacks. So
surprisingly, not a terrific defense.
Yeah,
coached by DeMeco Ryans there.
So I'm predicting that he's going to have 2 or more touchdown passes. And I'm going to say actually 2 or more touchdowns, 1 maybe rushing is what I'm going to say. Because the Texans have given up a lot of rushing touchdowns to quarterbacks for some reason. And it's not because who they play. It's like they've gotten rushing touchdowns from very unique people. So,
yeah, I like the pick. I don't know why. I actually left the Vikings logo on there for some. I just realized that. It's just chilling there. I picked Tommy DeVito. The Saints, they like to get pressure on the offense, but not the best defense. Bryce Young took off on the ground for like the first time and actually had a decent day on the ground. Passing wise, didn't do that, but I think DeVito he's carrying that momentum, and I think he's got that swag, that confidence. I like the way he's playing. He made me look very foolish. The Joe Barry and Packers look very foolish. So, hopefully he's actually good. It's not just Joe Barry. So we'll see. Moving on though, Amir Abdullah. So yeah, Josh Jacobs out tonight. Not going to be playing on Thursday Night Football versus the Chargers. I think so. It's going to be a split backfield between Zamir White and Amir Abdullah. Some fun names to pronounce if I can talk. He's more like the big play guy. It seems like I think he's more involved in the receiving game. I'd have to like really look at the film though to like double check the numbers. But yeah, I like his chances to get like some big plays. I don't know. It's Thursday Night Football. Weird things happen. So
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I picked Tyjae Spears and another Titan. I picked 2 Titans, and then overall I have 2. I'm representing 2 games in my picks. So the Titans and the Texans, and then a secret game that we'll talk about later.
Secret.
So this is the weird thing. Tyjae Spears is rostered by 46% of Yahoo leagues, which is kind of bizarre considering like he's like a guaranteed handcuff for Derrick Henry. You have to have him if you have Derrick Henry. Or if you just watched him play the past 2 weeks, like he's been great. He's touched the ball 33 times over the past 2 weeks, and he's only gotten 1 touchdown this season. But I think he doubles that number this week to 2. I think he gets a touchdown this week.
I might have to place that anytime TV. Yeah, I saw Kay Adams had her as like a sleeper of the week, so maybe you're just watching her content.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to receivers. Noah built an arc. Tell us about Mr. Noah Brown.
Yeah, so I picked Noah because it's on the other side of this matchup. You got Titans versus Texans. I have Noah as my wide receiver because everybody's banged up on this team. Any pass catcher is banged up right now. And Noah Brown isn't an exception to that. He's still kind of banged up. He still has some knee issues, but he's like had a fully healthy stint the past couple weeks. He didn't do anything though. Last week he didn't get any targets or anything. But with Tank Dell out, Dalton,
he got a target. I think he got a target. He just he dropped it.
Okay,
he had like 5. And he was over 6.
He's had 0 receptions the last 2 weeks.
That's what it is. 0 receptions. He's gotten targets. He's got 0 receptions. I think this is a great rebound week for him.
I agree. Still risky, but yeah, it's
yeah. I really hope CJ Stroud's playing though, because that could really mess this up. But
I don't think he is.
Yeah, I mean, if he isn't,
I don't think he's been ruled out, but I think they're already saying Davis Mills is going to get the start.
And the Titans, they give up the 8th most fantasy points to wide receivers too. So, regardless,
Davis Mills is still serviceable. Don't get me wrong.
I was going to say Davis Mills, he might, just make Noah Brown serviceable depending on who's available and whatever. But
no, I don't hate the pick.
I'm stretching these picks out. I'm really stretching these picks out because I'm trying to let you catch up, but I'm also trying to play the boom or bust factor.
Okay. Well,
Noah Brown definitely.
This should be. I think this is a safe pick, Josh Palmer. I think he's actually going to move into like the receiver 1, probably be played a lot because Keenan Allen is out tonight as well. So Josh Palmer, he hasn't. I mean, you look at his stats; he hasn't done anything in 6 weeks because he's been injured for 6 weeks. He's been on IR. He's coming back, and I'd like him to get a touchdown or something. Maybe it's risky because he hasn't probably had many reps with Easton Stick, but we'll see what happens. I like taking chances. He's a very average receiver, but he's going to get a lot of targets this way, I think.
Fair enough.
Receivers. I almost took Tucker Kraft this last week. He had a very good game. I think he led Packers in receiving on Monday night. Yeah, I think I've already taken him once this season, but screw it. I'm going to take him again because Luke Musgrave's still out, probably out for another game or two, like a lacerated kidney, very scary injury there. Tucker Kraft's been freaking terrific, actually. He was the best player on the field for the Packers on Monday night, I'd say. Maybe not the best, but he was doing pretty good. I said something about his blocking early in the season, so I have to eat my words. He's been great blocker so far down the stretch. So I know that doesn't show up in the fantasy line, but he's also been catching passes. So that's what I got.
And I have my buddy. This is the second game. So we did the Texans versus Titans for the first game that I'm representing here. Second game, we have Browns, Bears. And spoiler alert, I'm not picking any Browns in this game. I'll tell you in a second why. But Cole Kmet, I'm most nervous about this pick, actually. But I'm allowing my personal bias to make the bad.
That's going to be a tough defense for Justin Fields. I'm excited to see how he does. I think that's going to be a game where he puts up a lot of rush because you're going to have Myles Garrett down his neck. So
right. And Cole's getting some crazy targets, and he has been this year from Justin Fields.
Well, he's always been a solid red zone target as well. So yeah. I see where I don't dislike. I think you have some solid picks. I mean, there's a reason you're ahead of me. So,
and here's the other reason why I'm scared is because the
Bears defense is doing legit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna take Joe Flacco, and I didn't because of the Bears defense. I'll tell you that, Brian.
Well,
The elite QB, Joe Flacco.
The elite quarterback. I meant, okay, hold on.
this one is not based on my bias. I will say this. This is not the Bears pick is not based on my bias of being a Bears fan. It's solely based on the fact that Joe Flacco hasn't played a good defense yet. They've played the Jags and the Rams defense, which are like top 10 easy defenses to play against in the league right now. The Browns just signed Flacco to a deal this 1 year. If you paid attention, he got a 1-year deal, so he's going to be a starter. So he has some sense of security, and I think he's going to be feeling too comfortable going into this game after what he's done the past 2 weeks. And then he's going to be facing the Bears defense, who has like 11 picks in the past 11 takeaways in the past 3 weeks. They're on fire. I'm going to ride with them this week in my league of record as well. I'm going to start them over the Ravens defense, which is a good fantasy defense. That's how much I'm confident in this pick.
Bear down.
Bear down.
I don't dislike it. I got the Broncos because they have been very decent, and I think Perna made this point. It was such an easy sell. They've been getting crazy turnovers a lot, and Jared Goff has been turning the ball over a lot. I know it's a tough Lions offense still, and they have some tricks up their sleeve, but I like the Broncos to pull this one out. I really do. I really do. So, I'm trying to get a clip, but I don't have it ready.
Sorry,
I have to give out my awards real quick. My awards before we let you go. First award goes to the Cowboys for scaring the Eagles.
This town ain't big enough for the two of us. Somebody's poisoned the water hole.
It's busted.
Who you calling busted, Buster?
So play nice.
I thought that was a funny one.
I just watched
Eagles fans are talking a lot of crap, and then they got that handed back to them.
I just watched that movie with my son, and I forgot how scary those like Sid's toys were.
Yeah, dude.
Creepy for a 2.5-year-old, and I'm like an adult, and I'm like, that's kind of weird.
It's intense.
Just a dark
I
movie.
think Joe Flacco is actually a very elite quarterback. He won a Super Bowl.
I agree.
And then we got the Wheel Award. This is special because I made this before Perna cursed the Packers, and then they lost. So
One place it could be destroyed. Cast it into the fire! Destroy it! No.
damn wheel, that damn wheel. I'm gonna burn it somehow. I'm gonna sneak into his house and burn it while he's sleeping. And I got one more award for the Chiefs being sore losers.
One place it could be.
I lost. Wait a minute, I'm not supposed to lose. I lost. Wait a minute, I'm not supposed to lose. Let me see the script.
Not the script.
Let's see the script.
Pull out the script.
I forgot about that joke.
All right, let's run through the names of the week real quick, and I'm going to leave Johnny.
Yeah, that was Tom's joke, too.
Ooh, Danny over DeVito.
Danny over DeVito? Or no, Danny less than DeVito.
Yeah.
It's just, you read it Danny DeVito, but DeVito is better than Danny Dimes. I thought that was pretty clever.
I see what you're saying.
Danny
yeah.
Unlikely story. And then Waka Flocka Flame. That was a sort of a throwback.
That's a good one.
Waka Flocka Flame. That's a throwback. I used to use that name in fantasy a while ago before. I mean, now, but. All right, take it away, Archie. I'm going to leave. Go watch some.
Right, we'll do Stump Johnny, and we'll get out of here. Have a good time, Brian.
Bye-bye.
Have a good night. All right. So.
It's the Johnny Bark Show with Archie, too. What's going on?
Hey, yo. So today, for Stump Johnny, we got 4 questions. I wouldn't say they're necessarily super hard questions, but I think the way I phrased them helps them be vague enough where it's not super obvious what the answer is.
Okay.
So we're starting off with, which former NFL MVP signed a 1-year, $3 million contract only for that team to draft his replacement with a number 1 overall pick that same offseason?
Ooh, okay, former MVP quarterback, you said, right?
Correct.
It's not Brett Favre. right? It's not Brett Favre.
No.
Because that had to be before.
I do have hints listed for all of these as well as the answer.
Can you repeat the question?
Sure.
Can you repeat the question?
Which former NFL MVP signed a 1-year, $3 million contract only for the team to draft his replacement with the number 1 overall pick that same offseason?
I think you stumped me.
Would you like the first hint?
Yes, I'll take a hint.
It was the 2004 draft. A trade occurred.
Chris Chandler?
No.
2004. Oh, wait. I'm thinking 2004 Vic because of the freaking Madden cover. Gosh dang it. Okay. 2004 draft was the Eli Manning draft. The Giants. Kerry Collins.
No.
No?
You stumped?
Yeah, he wouldn't have been an MVP. I'm stumped. I should know this.
Hopefully
Kurt Warner. Kurt Warner.
There it is. Yes.
I'm thinking yeah. Oh my god, I'm so.
For a second, because I was like, wait, he was an MVP, right? I was like, oh yes.
The MVP. That was a good word question. It's confusing because you got 3 different angles. I like it. It was a good one. It was a very good one.
All right, for number 2 then. Which NFL coach won a Super Bowl against a team that he directly helped build, only to then return to that team years later with a huge contract in tow?
That's easy. That was easy, actually. That's John Gruden, Buccaneers and Raiders.
Do you remember the score?
It was 38-3. It was 38-3, wasn't it? It was bad.
It was 48-21.
48-21. Okay.
So it's like they got 3 scores, but they almost let up 50 points.
Yeah, that's not a good deal. Yeah, I think they had 2 fumbles for touchdowns or something like that because they had a defensive guy that won the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, it was like the safety. I think so. All right, number 3. Who rushed?
That was a good guess. That's a good guess. That was a good guess. Because technically, yeah, I mean, they had the number 1 overall pick and they drafted the replacement. So
yeah. It's weird. The only reason I know that Kurt Warner was even a Giant is because of Madden, where it's like, oh, chemistries, you can.
I remember that. I 100% remember it.
I was like, hello.
Yeah, he was he's gonna be he was done. People thought his career was over because he was 30. He was already in his 30s at the time, and then he had a little resurgence with the Cardinals. That's a great story.
Yeah, isn't that good? Yeah, afterwards, and he still went to a Super Bowl afterwards.
Yeah, he almost won it, man. They were so close. They were so close, man. I kind of wish they would. I remember I was rooting for him because I didn't like the Steelers at the time.
Yeah, that's fair. All right. Who rushed for over 2,000 yards in 2003 in his 3rd season, and only his 3rd season in the NFL?
I want to say it's not Marshall Faulk. That's what I want to say. It's not him. LaDainian Tomlinson? No. I don't think he did that. I don't think he rushed for 2,000. He got close. I think there's only been 3 people to do it. I thought it's been Eric Dickerson, Adrian Peterson, and was it Jamal Lewis?
Yes, it is. Jamal Lewis for the Baltimore Ravens.
I knew it. That was a good one.
Very good.
Also played for the Browns. Taking the Joe Flacco route. Yeah, he did play for the Browns. I think he retired. He might have retired a Raven again, but yeah.
For me, early 2000s.
He was ridiculous for that short time. I think they had another running back too. I can't remember who it was. They had a double crazy running attack. The Ravens did.
The Ravens are always good at running.
It's one of those culture things. It definitely
yeah.
is. They've been a defensive team from the get go. It's Ray Lewis. That was their first draft choice, wasn't it? Ray Lewis, 2000.
Really, I didn't know that. That's a cool trivia fact.
I think it was, or was it Orlando Pace? No, it was Jonathan Ogden. That was their first pick, and then they
Ogden.
And then they picked Ray Lewis the same year. It was the 2 first rounders. It was a ridiculous draft. Yeah,
that's an
2 Hall of
insane one
Famers.
too. For your final one.
Last question. Final question.
Yes. This one's kind of more of a joke question. Which virtual NFL player put the team on his back though and avoided hard-hitting safety Darren Sharper to score a touchdown
while playing with a broken leg? Greg Jennings. Yeah, I remember that. That's such a good video. I think we referenced it in one of Perna's videos, like not too long ago. It was a few months ago.
It's such a legendary, just like bros. Like let me just pull out the camera.
That was like one of the first. I think that was like the first viral Madden video. Like,
for sure, right? Yeah.
Like I don't think it was very early. Like it was like Madden 11. Like just
Madden
the
12.
funniest story is that happened the same year the Packers won the Super Bowl, and that was like going around the same time. And so in the Super Bowl, Greg Jennings said that one of the Steelers cornerbacks that was lined up against him kept saying that to him. He goes, like before the snap, he would go, Greg Jennings, trying to throw him off.
That's such a hilarious. Can you imagine?
And then like he scored a touchdown in the Super Bowl, and then they're like, put the team on your back though. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. Yeah, he's talking about it before. Great. That was definitely like a modern, like welcome to the modern NFL, like those viral moments and like that self-awareness that players have now. It's very, very fun.
It's a lot.
All right. That was a good show. We appreciate you coming on, Archie.
No, of course, yeah.
Where can the people find you at Bijan Butters?
Bijan Butters on Twitter. I don't post too much. I do post a decent ish on TikTok. I think it's a different name, but I think Bijan Butters. If you want to chat and stuff, I'm trying to be more active. I'm trying to get more things kind of built for us. I know I got a promo video I'm working on for us. It's a little dumb skit.
You got some clips as well too. So.
Yes.
Yeah, excited we'll post those on my channel there. We appreciate you, Archie. We absolutely appreciate you.
I've realized that my issue with making stuff has been my editor. I was just using way too complicated of an editor. I was using like a movie, like actual like film, like a movie studio level editing software. And I was like, you know what? This is way too complicated. Let me just let me dumb this down.
Yeah, sometimes. I mean, if you just got to get the basics together, man, and then get it from there. But all right, we appreciate you all folks coming in. We'll let you get on with your evening. This lovely Raiders versus Chargers games. It's not even a tank game. It's just like two very mid teams.
Bad teams.
Yeah, it's not even like. I guess maybe a team will have a top 10 pick. I mean, I guess I'd have to see the tankathon, but yeah, not going to be a great. I think that they might surprise people though. They might get some offensive points scored on one side, but we'll see. But any predictions for the night? You taking Chargers? I'm going with the Raiders. Actually, I think the Raiders might be able to bounce back, put some points up.
My prediction is that the doctor is going to somehow puncture the lung of the starting of Jake Easton or whatever, or Easton Stick, and then the other backup quarterback is going to come in and ball out for like 500 yards.
Well, if that happens, we'll clip it, and that's that'll go viral for sure. Now we appreciate you guys watching. I'm Johnny Barks. This has been the Johnny Barks Show with Archie 2.
Hey, go Giants!
We talked about it. I'm over it. All right, bye, folks.